Mastering Pronoun-Antecedent Agreement. Hello language learners! Today, we're diving into the exciting world of English grammar to tackle a common error: pronoun-antecedent agreement. Don't let the fancy terms scare you. By the end of this video, you'll have a firm grasp on this concept and will be able to spot and correct these errors like a pro. At its core, pronoun-antecedent agreement is all about making sure pronouns and their antecedents get along. But what is an antecedent? It's simply the noun, or noun phrase, that a pronoun refers back to. For example, Lucy lost her keys. Here, Lucy is the antecedent, and her is the pronoun that refers back to Lucy. They agree in gender, feminine, and number, singular. 1. Mismatch in number. A singular antecedent needs a singular pronoun. Similarly, a plural antecedent needs a plural pronoun. Incorrect. Each of the boys brought their lunch. Correct. Each of the boys brought his lunch. 2. Gender ambiguity. When the gender of the antecedent is not clear, it's essential to rephrase the sentence to eliminate ambiguity. Incorrect. A student must bring their ID card. Here, student can be of any gender. Correct. Students must bring their ID cards. Making it plural can often solve the issue. 3. Collective nouns. Collective nouns, like team, family, audience, can be tricky. They are typically singular, but if the emphasis is on individual members of the group, they can take a plural pronoun. General rule: if the collective noun is acting as one unit, use singular. If it emphasizes individual members, use plural. Example: the team is proud of its performance. One unit. The team are wearing their favorite jerseys. Individual members. 4. Indefinite pronouns. Some indefinite pronouns, like anyone, everyone, nobody, are always singular, while others, like some, many, can be plural. Incorrect. Everyone has their secrets. Correct. Everyone has his or her secrets. 1. Always identify the antecedent. Before deciding which pronoun to use, figure out the antecedent it's referring to. 2. Reread your sentence. Sometimes, just reading a sentence out loud can help you spot errors. 3. When in doubt, rephrase. If a sentence sounds awkward or if the pronoun's agreement feels off, try rephrasing it. And there you have it. With these guidelines in hand, pronoun-antecedent agreement will no longer be a hurdle in your English grammar journey. Remember, practice makes perfect. So always keep an eye out for these agreements in your reading and writing. Until next time, happy learning!